So apparently, whoever the source you look at paints the perspective totally different.
Oh, for sure.
So you look at one source. This person, you know who the source for this particular clip came from Tariq Nasheed. I think he goes by Nasheed. Tariq, yeah, Nasheed. So Tariq Nasheed he was involved in some of those earlier videos called Hidden Colors. And before, back in the day when we used to be more left leaning, the things they would say about black culture would all be seeming true, even though some of the stuff it seemed like it was far fetched on Hidden Colors. But Tariq makes sure that he tries to keep up the race narratives at times, the race things. Like even when he was on Jesse Lee Peterson, he always is, he's them and selective others still like to be on the white man did this to us and our oppressor kind of mindset. So when you look at this clip, right, if you don't have an open mindset to expand further, this is what you'll see.
But why he being arrested though?
I don't know.
So you only see that one little part. And I got to say, this boy must extremely flexible. They pushed that boy all the way down where his butthole was. So you look at that clip, you're like, man, what they doing? Why they so aggressive? Why they got him in that kind of situation? It looks like.
Is this the only clip you have?
No. I have another clip.
Oh, okay.
And when you look at a clip like that, you're thinking, oh, racist cops. Let's go back to what Tariq said.
Okay. Go ahead before I give my 2 cents.
South Carolina police have arrested a gruesome body cam South Carolina police have released a gruesome body cam footage of 2 cowardly suspected race officers, Dante Guy and Catherine Kirkland, brutally arresting a 13-year-old black boy as he was selling flowers outside of a Walmart store in Somerville. Okay. That's the first perspective, which I always question anybody, black or white. I always look a little further. So I look at this, and it didn't take far to look that he had completely hid this part. The reason. Look at this. Look at this clip. Look how he hemmed up with the police. First thing she said, "Do you have ID on you?" He said, I don't give a F. I don't give a F. And then he hammed up with the officer.
That's ridiculous. I don't understand why he just didn't answer the questions and respond and comply.
She grabbed his hand because he would have reached right for that weapon.
He must really be strong.
Look how bald that boy is. He's 13, but look how big
strong
he
as
is.
2 grown adults that have not been able to restrain him.
So somebody said, "You missed a bit, you clown. See the more and maybe ask these villains to learn about impulsive control." And so that's what I wanted to talk about with that clip, man. So what I used to did not do in the past. That was it for that one.
Okay.
What I used to not do in the past, I would have saw a clip like that, a white officer jumping on a black man, and then I would have been like enraged because white people out here just beating up black people.
Oh, that's what it looks like.
Right. It just looked like a white cops just jumping on an innocent black boy selling flowers. And this is the issue that we have had for years, but it's specifically the last 4 years. And I'm so happy that, have you noticed, you only got smaller selective groups that going out here and saying they're doing this. A lot of black people have stepped back. They're like, whoa.
But
I'm not
for
gonna
me,
say anything. Let me be quiet. What's the story?
And I see a person 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, a cop isn't, well, let me not say 10. Mm-hmm. 8 times out of 10, you're not going to have a cop that just pulls you over for no
and put hands
reason.
on you.
Yeah, I mean, or even ask
put
questions.
Hands on you.
You know, but it's always when it's the opposite race that's having the interaction, that's always, or not always, but many of the times it's being alleged as racism. But if you comply and you do what they ask, typically these people don't have problems. It's the ones who are not complying, and that's where you start seeing the conflict. But they never want to talk about the non-compliance. They just want to talk about what happens when they don't comply, and that's what you see. But they don't talk about the person, what happened before the arrest or before him trying to be restrained. I mean, come on.
It's a simple thing. Comply, don't die. You get what I'm saying? You resist, you could be RIP, or you get locked up. And that's what goes for majority of black people, my people, that say this cop, even though you have cops in certain neighborhoods that are going to be a little bit more aggressive because they used to dealing with certain kind of people, you have to ask yourself, why are these officers always so aggressive with black people? What is going on? It's resistance. That's the enemy. That's what get us in situations. And then you got, just like with that boy who in Chicago, I think they were in Chicago, where he went for a ride, and then they shot the boy 96 times after he had shot first out the car.
Yeah.
And they paint the picture, well, he was just out for a ride in his car, and he got killed by the police and got shot 96 times. There is a story before that. There is reason before that. Boy put a gun on them. With this boy at Walmart, he resisted. He didn't even resist. He wasn't even going to be arrested. All they said was give him your ID, because you know how you have those kids selling in front of the Walmart? Bruh, all he had to do was show your ID, and then you would have left. You could have went to the next Walmart. But we keep training our kids to buck on the police. That's the quickest way to die.
The worst thing you can possibly
do. That's the quickest way to go to jail.
Yeah.
But we still bash that as white. Man, the white people ain't studying you, bruh. Comply, go home.
Yeah, pretty much.
I believe if anytime I got pulled over in my life in a car and I just start bucking on the police, fighting with them, would I be here today?
Yeah.
No, it's because I complied.
Yeah.
So
license and registration.
The lesson is today, you comply, you don't die. You comply, you don't go to jail.
Pretty much.
There have been few and far cases where you just right there chilling and then you get shot. I mean, those cases are slim. I ain't saying they ain't happen, but that's the very, 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 very slim percentage that people have lost their life. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad that not every incident triggers BLM, or, you know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah.
But it's only comes out to when it's a situation where somebody's go out there crying in front of the media and their agenda is to get money.
Well, now, it just behooves the person to dig a little deeper, go and see if you can find the true police report and read the information especially before you get out here and you want to blast people and make all these false claims or, allegations that aren't accurate.
Yeah.
Because you don't have all the information. You're just going by one news or one
source,
one person on social media that is giving you, their views or their opinion or want to make something stand out. I mean, that's what's fueling the division in our country.
That's Joe Biden's economy.
What's fueling the division. Nobody is on that. It's about, facts, and you do what they ask. Abide by the law. It's simple to do what they ask.
And typically,
you're doing the right thing.
And typically, black people that's very offended at everything, because you got these people on Twitter. I see these people on Twitter with the when they see the situation, they never ever look at it deeper. Ever. It's only that clip. This will happen, and this is the problem off that one clip. There's another clip that was unfortunate. This was a real clip. There was this lady that apparently she was an Uber driver. She was an older Uber driver lady. She went to the guy's house. So I guess, I don't know if to pick him up or drop him off, or she was delivering food, but it said she was an Uber driver. And apparently he was an older white man.
I saw that.
You saw that?
I didn't look at it though.
So apparently he thought, so he had been getting calls from scammers about them getting his identification and them coming to his house.
Oh my gosh.
We've all dealt with those scammer calls, especially, and I guarantee you, typically when you get those scammer calls and they're scamming like that, he has a house landline, and they love to call elderly people's house landline.
Yeah.
The reason why I know this, because I remember back in the day, they used to call my mother-in-law's phone like that. Hey, give me your ID. We're going to come, blah, blah, blah. You're never going to come to my house. And I see what happened. I see
She'll
what
be on the
happened.
phone fussing with him. Oh,
That
my
lady
gosh.
was at the wrong place at the wrong time.
yeah.
But what they're painting that as, the Klan, the Ku Klux Klan, and he wanted to kill a black woman because of racism. No, this was an old man that doesn't understand how things really work in the world, and she had to be, unfortunately, the one pulled up. I believe it would have been, no matter what the race or color would have pulled up to that old man's house, he would have came out there with that gun.
He could have. I don't know.
Cause if you see a woman, she an old black woman,
right? But
she look like she about to do something.
But he wasn't thinking. He was in that fear-based mindset.
Yep.
Yeah, that's sad.
So they're painting that one as a race thing. I'm telling you, some of these black folks, they looking to still paint the stuff. And what are you gonna have after this election term? You ain't gonna have nobody in.
No.
You ain't gonna have nobody in favor of that. So how you gonna use that anymore?
Yeah, I'm interested to see what the land. Well, that doesn't mean that they're not gonna still try to conjure up.
No, people ain't gonna be paying attention to it.
But it's going. It may dissipate or it may be reduced because you have a new political party or new president in office whose mindset is on the bigger picture,
not race race issues.
Yes, the bigger picture.
So I want to say, man, it's always a deeper story. It's very few when somebody just going out and it's just raw racism. That's a rare thing. It happens, but that's not what these videos be going on. Not going on these videos. I'm sorry.
It should be case by case by case, and do your due diligence. That's all I'm gonna say. Do your due diligence.
Do your due diligence. All right, man. 2024. Be more.
Talk less.
We'll see you on the next one.
Yeah.
Bye.